Yeah, rent for tenants across Britain, excluding London, has hit a record high of nearly £1,200. That is a lot of money. A month, and while rents in London have gone beyond £3,000.
That is actually crazy, isn't it?
It does just not
£3,000 a
make
month,
sense.
obviously, we're talking about. Combined, of course, with the soaring food and energy bills, the figures from the property listing website Rightmove have really added to the fears that more than 1 million could be at risk of eviction or homelessness. Well, Katie Rickett is with one family in Doncaster who found themselves battling these rising rents. I mean, we hear about the insane, what appears to be insane rentals in London, but even in places like Doncaster and right across the whole of the UK, it's very, very tough, isn't it?
Absolutely right, Kate. I mean, we've got Jasmine and Adrian making the breakfast this morning because you can't really fit the whole family of 7 into this little kitchen. It's a 3-bedroom house and that is all they could afford, and they feel really lucky that they could even begin to consider affording that. They pay £695 a month here, but the house opposite, Kelly was telling me, is on for £1,100 a month. So it might depend on your landlord. So you're very grateful for this, aren't you? And Kelly and her family, whole family, were actually homeless for 13 weeks.
That's right, yeah.
How tough did you find it to get a rental?
Oh God, it was terrible. It was terrible. We lost hope in the end. We just kept fighting.
And you actually run a food bank, and you're finding that everyone seems to be in the same boat, aren't you?
Yeah, they are. We're finding people sofa surfing as well. They're coming in to use us because they can't afford a house.
Yeah, and Kelly actually works quite closely with the council, and even they couldn't help her. It's really, really tough times. And experts are saying that rental prices are going to keep going up by about another 5% this year.
With 1 in 5 people renting, millions are seeing a jump in monthly payments to landlords. Over the past 7 years, rents have seen a steady rise, but many people's pay hasn't increased at the same rate. And now rents are suddenly soaring. Average rents outside London have hit almost £1,200 a month, while in London they're at almost £2,500, both record figures. Many are feeling the pressure as landlords put up their prices.
I took on this property in October 21 and I was paying £1,430 per month. The landlord is now asking for more money, which would bring my rent up to £1,841. Yeah, it's all very well wanting to go somewhere else, but if everything else has gone up, you're going to be paying the same sort of money. So you're kind of stuck in the same situation.
Those on the other side of the rental market say interest rates, changes to tax rules and competition for housing is pumping up the prices.
I think the key impact has been the continued rising on the interest rates by the Bank of England. You can pop a rental property on one of the portals for rent, and within an hour you've literally got to take the property down.
The charity Shelter's warned almost 1 million people could be at risk from eviction. And as those bills continue to increase, the fear is even more of us could struggle just to keep a roof over our heads. Katie Rickett, Good Morning Britain.
Well, that is our top story. Let us know if you're one of those who's renting and finding that your rent has gone through the roof and you're struggling to get it to pay it. And also if you're a landlord, because lots of landlords are suddenly finding themselves paying huge mortgages potentially on the properties they have. And that's why they maybe had to put rent up. So it'd be very interesting to hear from everybody involved on that. We're going to be discussing this later with former Conservative Culture Minister Ed Vaizey and broadcaster Jenny Kleeman.